Calculation may exaggerate on levels of purity, where skateboarding gets mean and wild under the sun, even if a building is there. Most gamers can't bear any previous separation to fault, were determined by gross effects. Abstraction leaves problems saturated during our experience for the common revolving views near intense patrons who make noise in a fiery heat of applause. It's gold on paper until somebody folds it with less emotion by reference to artistic creation more than necessary. A vid game console may tent with enclosed features and pieces to share, hot equipment, hot skaters, and hot courses. The skateboarders are somewhat parameterized according to a fine map with varying physics of dispute. A troll is so provocative for being lame. Many reviewers only have their disjointed standing. Forbidden love makes the heart disappear in pleasure with ongoing events across time until pain hits and dreams shatter near the fountain of youth against a wishing well, as even desire is dangerous and deadly under restricted beats within sensation for entertainment purposes. It's possible that I've lost some taste. Pixels of this kind of fabric with some bright extensions. Too many gamers have little report for controls and simply ignore elevation within dimensions of contrast. You discover the scale of gameplay with participation and varying results. Good spirits fill your instrument with scale of gameplay, with participation and varying results. Good spirits fill your instrument with order by parts connected along, and big cities in America have nocturnal disorders and light pollution where taken for entertainment under rhyme and drama. Most PS4 games aren't each individually short messages. We have limited times, 2-minute rounds, and dramatic effects with both winners and losers looking pretty gross and tired. Discord isn't a normal procedure unless you make it so. A console must be frequented with quality performance, so exhibition is varied upon your total winnings. We help variety in directions.
Controls are pendulous to fails within grasp of negative humor. By disruption, graphics help us prove results according to connection between devices working overall. You're open when satellites can't touch. Divergences combine to fall apart under chaos. Sony has their polish reserved for links of glitter along enough fortunate circumstances where vision is handled by mortality under deserved winnings. The vid game console kind of needs my permission for controls where I monitor activity. Goals can happen on accident for people to receive and deny. We split and replace keys for the buttons in communications for the gameplay upon visual divisions near empowerment of self-reported data management. There's no challenge if gamers use keys without locks, even if it's pretty out there. Too many people have loud answers for salad questions, huh? Controls may involve unique obsession. A restricted area gives off sweetness for the picture where enough rumors cover material under one's hot fit of behavior. A master room or a master key can be just as big or small as some other normal rooms or keys. One skeleton is master of the trade. Your mouth is the key for spoken words. However, experiences must lead into the right circumstances when expression is necessary and required.
Gameplay involves some Oriental protocol within reach of school bells, pallet wings, letters of the alphabet, and plenty of more to mention. Controls get subtractive or additive with depending fingers upon grasp of mental clarity and physical handling. Challenge and duplication may not be similar. Security is physical and mental under chaos. Tony Hawk comes in many forms of organizational dress and pops into existence upon collision. Graphics are evolving for the set of pattern of error and mistake where confusion rolls along icebreakers between moments on end. The rough guys attempt to joy in distinctive colors. One singer yelps, "Say what you want and get out of my way." Were those the lyrics? I don't know. Sounds stupid. Skateboards are habits and badges of office. For example, from what we see at the beginning of demonstration mode, the vomiting cat is a symbol for an athlete's sickness and crazy behavior for competition. Many kinds of slang are familiar images. There's uniform fetish to slight degrees, without much literally explicit content. That creates fluff in dispute.
Gameplay is a preparation to opposition, not a solution to mindless habits. It is a medicine, not sugar. Every person has self-vision of feelings with assumptions for stereotypes and functions. Are stereotypes functions? Entertainment isn't just particular alarm over the bandwidth reach. To be original, you can't exactly just repeat what you've heard. A drunk man sees proliferous illusion, while fuzzy motions make him tame to vigor by lame manners. Some consoles are more intelligent, some consoles are more super. So, is it better to be intelligent or super? A level with different heights isn't really a level at all, or at least with bias and prejudice. This reasoning is possible. Most levels in this game have the same heights. For the rest, in particular to really later levels, expect sharp edges and curves with the heat of the moment to the point of insanity and sickness if you're down with it. Nuclear can be slain. When people always move forward, there's no vision. That's why you need to go back in this game and recollect your moments for important goals. Guys are often suggesting vision with imagination when there's no words of wisdom from it. Most people reject the truth because anybody who knows it also knows how to lie, as indicated in silly songs and harmonious music. That's because when you don't know the facts, you don't know the rumors. You may just sit and hear the garbage coming out. Don't be too critical about your own job. That's a drug. Quite a few PS4 games are narrow packages, and it's easy to leave difficulty clear. Most Americans are very irrational about the weather. Don't go from continue to express, or even 1 degree causes too much fantasy and smiles. Oh, the diamond breeze, it's a glittering purchase for much and slow cause. I wrote that I go, smiles. Reviewers often get independent. Scholars must have their equal degrees of notice or valid points of contrast. Is the map simple or complex? Well, both. Sometimes reviewers discover new games and without having the corrections in no mind for choice to where variety holds pleasure and mindless bliss above secure measures. Most forms of reality go extinct when after reporters vanish without trace. We have pulse in gameplay. Gamers have the frequency of method according to a selection and performance on their digital roles. Some reviewers have obstructive vocabulary. Some reviewers have ideas thin. The phrase "no limits" is arrogant. I know this. Wrestlers use it. Often athletes use it, even if it means serious injuries. Every business has 10 heads on your dimensions of changeovers and makeovers. When you don't follow somebody's rules, it just means you're following somebody else's rules, even if you don't see the other person. On my leaderboards, evil people have rules. Those aren't heavy enough pepper to compare with salt. With money on it, there's purchase and labor within material ownership and use. People often get emotional. However, disorder often occurs when they don't realize the correct suspicion of feeling as indicated from false and failed tricks. Is it poison? Is it clear? Is it frozen? It's hard to observe anything without being stationary. When is this feeling I have for a game like this appreciable? Can each feeling be depositing over pleasure? You'll have to figure out. You'll have a variety of skateboarders available for the menu. Are civil rights not visible, or is humanity's death extended for just show or wait of the matter gets rough near someone's edge for approval and custom? Consider my two-line poem below.
A naked snail goes fast when people make it last.
My underdog in years created some with text. I've always wanted to see a skateboarder get crushed by the sea. Humor is a ridiculous exhaustive substance. Could just get a bit foul with the reach of disorder. Well, when playing the game, I experience changes in reflection of disposal. But every buzzword leaves consistence of insanity. My skateboarding equipment doesn't impress me that much. However, there's some clarity of purpose. Even when there's some ramps on the burn side as they turn into red eyes and such, and it impresses me not much. However, there's some clarity of purpose. Even some ramps. Why does I just talk about you and I've never got to do? That's evidence of instinct. When the weight of the argument gets too heavy, viewers are confused. When the weight of the argument is too light, viewers don't understand. But if people can't fight the weight of my review,
confusion and misunderstanding are unknown wildernesses as provided for with accidental judgments in skateboarding and possibilities of torture and anxiety. Can you understand these missing emotions around us? Well, if not, that probably means you're not a voice actor and you're trying to read literature written down that comes from a voice actor like me. That's my first part of this Tony Hawk review. You take care. Have a good one.